We're diving deep into the top 3 most valuable and rare state quarter dollars ever discovered. Could be worth up to $170,000, as spare change could now be hiding in your coin jar, ready to make you rich. That collectors are hunting for in minting mistakes to rare variations. These coins can turn an ordinary find into an extraordinary payday. Stick around, you might just discover a fortune in your own pocket. The fascinating world of the 1999 P-era Connecticut state quarter dollar will uncover the rich story behind this coin, break down what makes it so exceptional, and show you how to tell if you might have one hiding in plain sight. Let's get started. You don't want to miss a second of this. Background. Let's rewind to the late 1990s. The U.S. Mint was preparing for something revolutionary. The 50 State Quarters program launched in 1999. This ambitious initiative was designed to release 5 new quarters each year, each representing a U.S. state in the order they joined the Union. The goal to encourage public interest in coin collecting, and boy, did it work. Millions of Americans began hoarding the new designs. For the first time in decades, pocket change was exciting again. Off-metal error, $30,000 to $40,000. Minting errors explained, $55,000 to $75,000. Double denomination error, $90,000 to $110,000. Record-breaking auction sales. Let's talk numbers, because the prices realized by some of these coins are enough to leave you speechless. A 1999 P Connecticut quarter with a double denomination error sold for a staggering $90,000 in a private sale. Another example of an off-metal error struck on a dime planchette realized $75,000 at a high-profile auction. Experts suggest that if an MS-67 or MS-68 example, meaning nearly flawless, hits the open market, it could push values to $110,000 or more. The value skyrockets based on factors like type of error, coin grade quality, overall eye appeal, certification from trusted agencies like PCGS or NGC. These are not just coins, they're tangible investments with the potential for 6-figure returns. How to identify one? Now here's the million-dollar question, or at least the $110,000 one. How can you tell if you have one of these rare 1999 P Connecticut error quarters? Start by checking the following. Look for the P mint mark. This coin must be from the Philadelphia Mint, so no D Denver or S San Francisco mint marks. Check for unusual weight or thickness. An off-metal error will feel lighter or thinner than a normal quarter. A dime planchette, for instance, weighs only 2.27 grams compared to a quarter's 5.67 grams. Examine for design distortions or overlaps. Double denomination errors often show to overlapping designs. Look closely under a magnifying glass for any strange markings. Get it authenticated. If you suspect you've got something special, submit your coin to PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company. They'll verify its authenticity and assign a grade, which is critical for auction pricing. We're diving deep into one of the rarest modern coin errors in U.S. history, the legendary 1999 DeGeorgia State Quarter Dollar. This little piece of metal could change your life, and chances are you've already handled one without even knowing it. Stay tuned, because in the next few minutes, you'll learn how this rare error happened, how to spot it, and most importantly, how it could make you a fortune. Background. The U.S. Mint launched the 50 State Quarters program in 1999, aiming to honor every U.S. state in the order they joined the Union. Each year, 5 unique designs were released, creating excitement among collectors and casual Americans alike. The first set in 1999. Georgia's Quarter, released on July 19, 1999, features experimental planchette error, $65,000 to $84,000, off-metal strike error, $90,000 to $100,000, double denomination strike error, $150,000 to $200,000. Record-breaking auction sales price. In the world of numismatics, few things are more exciting than a surprise auction result. Here's where the 1999 DeGeorgia quarter error stunned collectors. The $138,000 Georgia quarter. A spectacular example of a 1999 DeGeorgia quarter struck on a 25-cent planchette, but with misalignment and partial brokerage, sold at auction for an astounding $138,000 in 2022. Why so high? Other examples. A double-struck Georgia quarter in MS66 fetched $25,000. A missing clad layer error in MS65 sold for $8,500. A coin with off-center strike and rotated die realized $100,000. Experts speculate that if another double die or off-metal error surfaces in MS67 or higher, it could command $150,000 to $200,000 at the right auction. How to identify a 1999 D Georgia quarter. Before you rush to check your coin jar, here's what to look for. Basic checklist. Look for the D mint mark Denver. Inspect for off-center strikes, doubled features, or partial designs. Check for color differences. A red copper hue might mean a missing clad layer. Feel the weight. A quarter should weigh 5.67 grams. A deviation may suggest the wrong planchette. Use a 10x magnifying glass or USB microscope to carefully inspect the state outline and live oak sprigs. Lettering like Georgia 1999 or E pluribus unum. The peaches lines for any doubling or blurring if something looks suspicious. Don't clean the coin. That destroys its value. We're diving deep into the story of the 1999 P Delaware State Quarter Dollar. What makes it so special, the rare error that drives its sky-high value, how it slipped past U.S. Mint inspectors, and how you might find one hiding in plain sight. Stay tuned to the very end. Because this coin story is unlike any other, and it could put a six-figure treasure in your hands. Background. Let's begin in 1999, a landmark year for American coinage. The U.S. Mint launched one of its most successful initiatives ever, the 50 State Quarters program. It aimed to honor every U.S. state with a unique quarter design, released in the order the states ratified the Constitution or were admitted to the Union. The first coin in the series, Delaware, because it was the first state to ratify the Constitution on December 7, 1787. So naturally, it led off the series that would go on to spark a new generation of coin collectors. Off-metal struck error, $70,000 to $100,000, double denomination error, $150,000 to $190,000, off-centers and clipped plankets, $220,000 to $270,000. Auction sales records and collector frenzy. Let's talk real money. These error quarters aren't just collector curiosities, they're commanding record-breaking auction prices. Here are some standout examples. A 1999 P Delaware quarter struck on a Sacagawea dollar planchette sold for $190,000 in a private sale. A double denomination error dime and quarter overlay brought in $220,000 at a top-tier numismatic auction. Experts agree, if a mint condition MS67 or MS68 specimen of these error coins hits the market again, it could break to $170,000 or more. And here's the kicker, some of these coins have been found in everyday change. That means it's entirely possible a life-changing coin is sitting in your pocket right now. How to identify the rare Delaware error? Wondering if you have a 1999 P Delaware error quarter? Here's what to look for. Check the mint mark. Make sure it has a P, not a D Denver or S San Francisco. Weigh the coin. Use a digital scale. A regular quarter weighs 5.67 grams. Anything lighter or heavier could indicate an off-metal strike. Look for golden or copper tones. Experimental plankets used for Sacagawea dollars give the coin an unusual golden hue. This is a major red flag in the best way. Examine for double designs or strange impressions. Check for any overlapping images, off-center strikes, or odd shapes. Get it authenticated. If you see anything strange, send it to PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company for official grading and certification. Certified coins fetch far higher prices at auction.